Today is April 10th, 2025. Again, today, of course. Today. Again. Riff-raff. Fed up with it. I went up to Ronhofer Nissan. Get my car looked at. People in there off in the distance, somebody was saying, we all know Will didn't want her to say anything because he was stealing her money. We realize that. Okay? Well, on the way up there, let's see, I went through calling the FBI to them drugging me up and I couldn't answer the phone. And then getting up on the third day, got enough air in my face, called my witness, then went down and dropped a card with his number off at the mall, went up to Apostolic Church of Barberton. He's up there telling on me. And he told everybody he knew I was being drug beat and raped and didn't care because, strangest lie, called me a faker when it was a medication error, medical malpractice. And supposed to be mean to people, and he told them he was gonna defraud me. Okay? And how on a recorded line he confessed he told on me several times. Made fun of me for that guy Pete Dave hired on his own, I found out. Didn't even know who he was talking about. He's talking about my rapist mocking me. And then the informant opened an informant case after a minute he talked to everyone. He told over 1,000 people. 1,000 between the three churches. Okay? And then okay? Well, let's see. Went to Golden Corral, Belden Village. Okay? Went to Belden Village. Okay? We left, and we got out in the car, and I was still having a little trouble with my car. So, all of a sudden, my stomach starts turning. I told my new husband I had to go back in to use the bathroom. I go in, and there's a blonde lady from the case. She was around me 18, and she's angry. We all heard how that agent told on her and what he said to her. None of this is funny. The FBI better be taking care of this. She was mad. Okay? We went to Walmart 62. Now they tape an audio in every aisle. My phone's bugged. There's a guy on the phone with someone on speaker. They were only supposed to be making fun of her for faking she was sick. And we found out what was really wrong with her. Wow! I'm not going to jail for this. God heaven. Okay, then I'm late tonight before I left. I went and lay down in my room. Looked out the window, heard that idiot. I'd like to know why the guy in my old apartment isn't in jail. Why isn't he in jail? Why isn't he in jail? Why? Why? He was outside. Well, you tell Will I have her old medical records from before. Oh, hell no. Okay, that's that idiot on March 30th, 25, was outside with the neighbors of telling them that where that church sent out emails asking other religious groups to help out in this and to help harm me. Or show up and harass me, make sure I have nothing, that they were the first ones there. And where she seen that guy earlier, He was one of their religious men. Oh, that was down in Carrollton at my husband's attorney. Walked in. He's a fake Portage County sheriff or a fake FBI agent. That means it was his religious group impersonating the FBI that tortured me. Mixed in, seen by 3,000 people with the people that said they were for Judge Peters from Florida at Faith Family Church. They're mixed in with the human traffickers. He said, how he was there when they went to that agent, and when he asked her of that doctor, anything about that doctor, she said she didn't know who he was. He knew she was lying when he had her tape saying blah, 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 blah. They already admitted years ago they drugged me and told me to say it. Years ago. Made fun of FBI agent John for falling for it. For the shower scene in the other room and washing yourself in the drug confession. The fake sodium pentothal reports. Valium mixed with a bunch of other drugs to make you sleepwalk. They found the concoction during the case when I had to have a drug test. Ooh. Yeah. And when she said she didn't know who that doctor was, he knew she was lying. So he said he didn't care what we did to her and turned her back over to us. Okay. Wasn't lying, and they've already confessed from Uniontown to Sugar Creek to Canton. It's not one of my doctors. He works for them. Talk to the guy that was dating Michelle. He broke up with her. And he's been telling everyone. Like they said in Walmart West Test 2 days ago. By the register lady on the phone, they already confessed that wasn't one of her doctors from before. He works for them. Yep. Oh, so did that lady outside of Dutch Valley Restaurant. One of their guys already told on him that it's not even one of her doctors from before, but works for them. They need to take care of him. For telling on him. It's a big drug scam. No doctor can tape you unaware. It's right on Google. They go to jail. HIPAA and Privacy Act. No doctor asks you criminal questions. They're there for medical. That's illegal. The whole thing's illegal. And then they're trying to say they sat on heinous crimes for years and years and years until Dave wanted a divorce. And you'd fall for that. That would make them an accessory to crimes. And I'll tell you one thing. None of my doctors ever suspected any abuse on my children from me. No abuse, no neglect, nothing. Never. So where would you get that? The drugs and told to say it. You're part of the people that were drug being raping me. That guy is probably one of my rapists. I have a hard time sleeping when I'm at home. Knowing he's there and his group is probably the one that tortured me. He knew that doctor worked for them. He knew they drugged me and told me to say it. He knew they were stabbing me with date rape drugs and leasing Diet Cokes. He knew that. And then get me stoned like they did Mike in the bar when he didn't remember anything past the second beer. Told people he was an astronaut, swore at other people's nice, took himself out, nice to others, and then took himself to the bank and out to eat. Didn't even know how he got home. Had to retrace his steps. Then tried to tell me he was a New York cop. He was stoned out of his mind. It's right on Google. High doses of Valium will make you sleepwalk with amnesia. Well, so will 10 other drugs. So, where are you getting this? I never talked to a doctor or criminal, anything criminal. Why? Because it's illegal. It's illegal for a doctor to tape you unaware. It's HIPAA and Privacy Acts. So where are you getting this? From, that guy Pete Dave hired on his own, illegally watching me, stalking me, taping me in the bathroom, like Michelle's ex-boyfriend. We all know he sold kiddie porn or those little kids going potty. Oh, they're supposed to sold me on porn sites too. And then their asinine stunt of taking a video of me washing myself in the bath and shower, and then put that in the other room in their own perverted stocking tapes, and then lacing drinks when I'm out of the room. And the room go dizzy and black. When I come back in the room, I don't even know they're in my home. I didn't even know they were there. You talk about scary movie shit. Take a drink and the room goes dizzy and black. They did it to a U.S. Marshals kid twice. Same thing. Dar, the same thing. Mike, you're sleepwalking. Drug you up until you say something stupid and beat and rape you. Leave you covered in bruises, throwing up, headache, dizzy, almost passing out, and a severe swollen personal infection. And I had to go to the doctor, kept blaming the dirty well water or showering it. Never see or talk to anyone. Nor did I have them in my home. You can't set up button cameras stalking someone and cyber stalking. You can't try to get personal information on somebody to use it against them. It's racketeering, sextortion, and cyberstalking. They're federal crimes. No doctor can release your information without your signed consent. They can't even pull your record without your signed consent. They go to jail for it. $1 to 5 years, $250,000 fine, and you can sue them. It's illegal. And I found out on the 27th, when Michelle's boyfriend that broke up, my car is blocked. Like women investigators showed up after March 30th, 25 on the 31st. We heard that, we listened to the car speaker tapes of that day. That idiot was outside saying da 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 da. Well, they got Michelle's boyfriend saying that he broke up with her when she confessed to him that she was part of having me murdered when they bashed my head in and they tried to kill me or leave me incompetent. And that she had confessed to him that she was part of it. And that the reason why she don't know that doctor, he's not one of hers. He works for them. They lied. She don't even know who he is. Like investigators have showed up, we all know they used him to keep you drugged up there. Showed up in Alliance and said it. We all know that. They were using him to keep you drugged up there. Him and Pete and his doctor friend are running drug scams on people. Illegally. No one let anybody watch me before in my home. Nobody did. Dave hired Pete on his own to run a drug scam, him and his doctor friend. Huh? Why aren't they in jail? And that guy saying he was in the office with that agent defrauding, he knew he wasn't one of my doctor. His so-called godly, he's one of those hyper-religious groups too, that they have to be so godly, Bible thumpers. He's in it with selling kiddie porn, of my grandkids, having women drugged for fake confessions, beaten, raped under drugs, Him and his religious group in their defrauding a federal agent. Melissa's church already made fun of FBI agent John June 7th, 23 at 10:11 in the morning in Walmart 62, and the sheriff's already acknowledged they got that tape of them mocking him. That he fell for it. See, where the real FBI case, my whole family defended me. Melissa got caught being friends with Michelle, and her telling the kids to lie. Make up games of pretend so Auntie Shell and Papa get the house. And then on Thanksgiving of 18, actually said that they wanted the house for Auntie Shell and Papa. Then later on, in the basement, they were making everything up. They were games of pretend laughing. Like Officer John said January 12th, 22, to a bunch of goons. We're coming in a store at Walgreens, North Main. When those kids get caught stating, they made everything up. They're documented mean games of pretend. Do you know how many police departments have pulled Melissa and her kids? Because it's documented they made up mean games of pretend in the middle of an FBI case. And they're just documented mean jokes. They were trying to scare me out of my house. Hmm? Do you know how many police departments have documented it and pulled it for people? They were caught in an FBI case saying they were lying for the girlfriend to get the house. And they made everything up. People have called for her arrest in all kinds of towns and counties. And they actually got taped by the FBI and police on Thanksgiving of 2018. By January 19, they said they had fake paperwork to make it look official. The guy that wrote it up didn't like her. They told him to get rid of it. It wasn't true about her. Is this what they're talking about? Good question. See, there's a real FBI case, real police work. These people have admitted to drugging me and telling me to say it repeatedly. Photoshopped a shower scene of me washing myself in another room repeatedly. They repeatedly admitted they framed me. That Pete ordered everything drugged, photoshopped, and made up on me. The police and the FBI have already documented it. What are you doing? Do you see? That's where my brother made a comment. Do they think that if they say it enough times, it'll be true? Do you know if you knew they were doing this to me, like the retired CIA agent, you can go to jail as an accessory. You knew it was happening, and you didn't say anything. You can go to jail as an accessory. Yeah. Now, I'm fucking tired of this shit. You know, I walked by two big goons 2 days ago at Walmart West Tusk. Will and the boys let her be Ray because she said the police was involved. The police announced they were involved the first day in Walmart 62. Uniform. They were working the case that agent opened. So what the fuck are you talking about? And the FBI already announced they were involved before the case started because that agent went and told the churches on me. So what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? And that guy, you do realize he's probably one of my rapists. He can't have my medical records. See, that's the whole thing of it is. That's cyber stalking, sextortion. And then wherever he got it from, they are to go to jail. And more likely it's just all fraud. See, I don't care of where the fake paperwork to make it look official. I've almost wondered if Dave's crazy girlfriend didn't go into an office and act like a June bug. I don't care. See, that's the whole thing. I don't care. I don't care. Why? For you to be found insane, you have to stay in a state hospital. A state hospital has to get a hold of the courts. They have to order a competency hearing. This is the United States of America. A judge you have to be there in the hearing. You have a right to an attorney, a right to your own doctor to dispute it. The judge has to rule over it. A guardian, a social worker. Huh? You get ordered disability. None of that ever happened. They said they paid off a dirty doctor to write up fraud. They already documented that too. Name of the dirty doctor. Because even where Michelle's ex-boyfriend said that Dave was telling everybody he was forced into marrying me, he asked everybody at that church. Nobody made him. Found out through him. It was one of his girlfriends from before our marriage. Told him to marry me so that he could get my job at my dad's factory, get good insurance, and she could use it. And he could give her extra money. My whole marriage was a scam. I had chest pains for a week. That's where that other lady was showing up at the factory the first year. All those fraudulent medical bills for 15 years. It was his girlfriend. Him and her scamming me. She still didn't stay in a state hospital. She didn't stay in a state hospital. Why? Because I wasn't called to a competency hearing. See, I was joking about it with my husband. I said, do realize they're saying I was found disabled 30 years ago, 25, 30 years ago. Nobody told me. That was mean. I'm supposed to be on disability. They're going to say Social Security disability owes me 25, 30 years back pay. It should be like a $500,000. I'll take it. He started giggling. We're talking retirement plan here. And then the state would have to pay for a nice DSP like me to come clean our house for us, do our laundry, our dishes, clean our apartment, drive us around. We'll have our own chauffeur and own maid, paid by the government. I said, sweet, retirement plan. You want to be stupid? I'll be stupid back. You want to give me a $500,000? I have no pride. You know what? And where that lady said nobody thought it was funny. She's going to, I'm going to tell you what. I have no charges. You know what the FBI would tell these people? We don't care if she goes work in a daycare. Because what would she do? Buy them too many cookies? Because that's what she does for people. She buys them cookies. Huh? Because like the police said, Karen doesn't have it in her to hurt anybody. She doesn't have it in her. All right, I'm going to upload this.